So there's a function on the toolbar of most web browsers today. It's called a bookmarks bar or folder. Sometimes it comes in the functionality of a to-read list, but basically it's like a physical bookmark. It saves your spot and it gives you the chance to go back to something that's caught your eye. Now, I kind of have an absurd bookmarks bar. It keeps getting longer and longer every day. I probably have around 800 now, but every day I find more things to add. More articles, ideas, songs, pictures, videos, lists that I come across. Because every day while I explore the internet, I'm coming across new things to learn. To me, my bookmarks bar is a folder, it's a treasure trove. It's a collection of my little curiosities, and it's a content that I'm going to use to craft the future me. Now, I'm not sure if any of you are as absurd as I am with your bookmarks folder, but you know, the concept of bookmarking doesn't just exist within that little icon on your web browser. It's simply the bucket list of things you want to know, the knowledge that you want to obtain. Perhaps it's to travel, an activity or sport you want to try, or maybe an idea that you want to develop and teach to your parents or children. Everybody has a bookmarks bar, whether you've written it down or it's in your head. However, there is a dilemma that we face. Our literal and figurative bookmarks that we collected have to be pushed aside while we deal with the fast-paced society that we live in. The system we live in doesn't foster the time or philosophy that is needed to fulfill our curiosities. The fast pace, immediacy, it wins over our intentions because it's now, it's in the moment, and it's there and then it's gone. First of these factors includes our responsibilities, which only increases as we grow older. But the second factor of immediacy is the boom of modern technology with instantaneous communication. Now, this type of communication has allowed us to grow exponentially. But looking from a subjective level, it may be an issue because us humans are so drawn to motion. How much time does the quick succession of sparks allow us to evaluate the big picture? To what extent are we able to define the bond that we are creating within this new environment? Oftentimes, we are drawn to immediacy because it's something we don't need to think much about, and we can feel complete and achieved through quantity. And oftentimes we use this method as an escape from the constraint of our current society system, the constraint being how we view knowledge today. School. It's a systematic approach to knowledge. We are shown the basics of general encompassing subjects. The mission statement is to give us an opportunity of choice. But this method is used to scratch the surface and not to explore. Whereas we distinctly want to branch outwards, we are taught to branch down. You see, right now, knowledge is treated as a stepping stone and not as a goal. We obtain knowledge in school to complete an assignment which goes on to become a numerical grade which goes on to become a statistic on a paper that is then passed through the hands of a few people to determine whether we are valuable to society or not, whether we will be a good student or a profitable worker to a company. You see, when the education foundation we use today was implemented, it was successful. It was efficient. It was a system that could be applied to the masses under the finite resources. One teacher to every 20 students or so, in addition to a fixed curriculum. But boy, have times changed. Today, through the means of the internet, every working adult has the ability to act as an experienced mentor to our youth. The internet is a new open source of facility. Prestigious universities publish course and curriculums online for free. Organizations like Khan Academy have created interactive, self-paced courses from the level of kindergarten to college. Canadian astronaut Colonel Chris Hadfield live-streamed with students from outer space. My two brothers can tutor me while I'm here and they're in Columbus and Boston. So in this day and age, we have a continuously expanding resource at the tip of our fingers. It's time for our standards to stop being satisfied with half measures. Instead, what we need to be taught in school is how to reach these opportunities. And more importantly, be encouraged to freely branch out and delve into the knowledge that makes you curious. To pay attention to the passions that deliver the true meaning of success. Because having everything available to us is absolutely meaningless if we do not learn how to love and utilize it. Knowledge, which is acquired under compulsion, obtains no hold on the mind. We need to return to the philosophy of knowledge that was about an undefined system of exploration, the kind that exemplifies specialization and mastery fueled by individual will and desire. The advantage that we have today over our ancestors is the ability to pick and choose in what field we want to explore, the ability to pick a passion to dedicate ourselves towards. Yet at the same time, we can't ignore our limitations. We still need to be concerned with mastery. What mastery gives us in return, though, is the confidence to finally speak up. It gives us the content to amuse yourself and others, and that type of genuine, in-depth communication is the one that allows you to step out and meet the people around the world who are willing to collaborate and take action with you. I'm 17, and I still don't know what I want to do. Some tell me that I have time to figure it out, but I know I'm running out of time in this system. I've wasted my free time and I'm scared. What if by the time I discover my passion, I find myself in the wrong place? What if college isn't even the place that I need to be? But I also see it entirely as my own fault. Every day I regret my habit of hiding behind the mask of immediacy to escape from this fear of not knowing. I think if only I delved into the knowledge that is lying right in front of me, I could have found my passion and taken advantage of the system and begun mastering something by now. Instead, I pushed my anxieties aside, preoccupied with grades and seeking comfort in the sparks, thinking, as I sat on the front page of the internet, that every link I added to my bookmarks folder was a step in becoming the future me. But to quote Ralph Waldo Emerson, the reward in a thing well done is having done it. Conceptualizing, bookmarking, is not the same as doing. Now, the gates of knowledge are never going to close on you, but you have to start now. The very best are going to be the ones who are able to look past the sparks and dedicate time to sitting down to seek true knowledge. We need to allow our divergence from a fixed curriculum and teach them how to value, explore, and utilize the modern technology available to us. Then support them in their first steps of mastery, and further then when they finally stand up and put their concepts into action. And I like to argue that the very best can be every single one of us. No, it's never too late for any of you. So I want to ask you today, and I hope you can ask me in return. What are you bookmarking, and when the hell are you getting to it? Thank you.